You clicked this knowing it might hurt. That alone tells me something about where you are. You're tired of being handed comfort that doesn't hold. The everything happens for a reason. The it'll all work out. You've leaned on those before, and they gave way under you at the exact moment you needed them to bear weight. So tonight, no soft landings. Just the truth, even the cold kind, because a cold truth, at least, never betrays you later. I'll say this before we start. I've sat on the wrong side of every one of these. Not as someone explaining them to you from a safe distance, as someone still learning to carry them. So we'll do it the way we always do here. Partners in curiosity, you and I, not me in front of you. Besides you, let's start close to home, with you, and the quiet center you think you occupy. 1. You are not the center of anyone's world but your own. To everyone you love, you are a supporting character in a story that stars them. The version of you that people love is partly someone they invented. Disappointing them is often just the real you surfacing. The people who shaped you most will usually never know they did. A remark they've long forgotten, saying maybe one you built a whole life around. You will be the villain in someone's story, told to people you'll never meet, and you will never get to answer it. Your pain holds others' attention only while it's new. The grief that outlasts their patience is the loneliest kind there is. If you're not the center of their world, then what are you to people? Mostly this. 2. You are valued conditionally for what you give. The world pays you for what is useful to it, never for what was hard for you. Effort is the price of admission, not the prize. You rarely find out who will pay a price for you until the bill comes due, and the list is always shorter than you assumed. Approval you had to chase never fills the place you hoped it would. The hunger was never really about them, and no one is coming. The rescue has to begin as a move you make, because everyone who could save you is busy surviving their own life. So you decide to earn your way out, do everything right. But here's what doing everything right actually controls. 3. Doing everything right controls almost nothing. You can do everything right and still be left. Your effort was never a contract the other person signed. Being right and being believed are two different victories, and you only control the first. Every yes is a quiet no to a life you'll never meet. To choose anything is to grieve everything else. Most of what you fear will never happen, or won't matter once it does. And knowing that will not stop the fear. The hardest forgiveness is the one no one will ever ask you for. Some people hurt you and simply move on, leaving the wound yours to close alone. And underneath all of it, every effort, every relationship, every fear, the clock. 4. Time collects, and then it forgets. Your body quietly records how you've lived, and it presents the bill on its own schedule, never yours. You will need people most at the moment you have least to give them, and that is exactly when you learn what your relationships were made of. You will lose someone on an ordinary day you weren't paying attention to. The last normal moment passes without ever announcing itself. The world closes over your absence faster than you imagine. The gap you leave is real, but smaller and shorter than your fear of it. And within 4 generations, no one alive will remember you as a person. Not your voice, not your laugh, at most a name on a record. I know how that sounds, like the floor just dropped out. But sit here with me a second, because there's something underneath it that I don't want you to miss. If you'll be forgotten in 4 generations, then the performance you've been keeping up for everyone can stop. If the world closes over your absence, then it was never really watching as closely as your shame insisted it was. If no one is coming, then nothing is owed, and you are freer than you've let yourself feel in years. These truths don't take anything from you. They take away the weight of things that were never yours to hold. What's left when you set all that down is small, and it's the only part that was ever real. The person beside you, right now, while you both still have a now to be in. I'm not going to tell you what to do with any of this. That's not what we do here. I'll just ask you one thing. Of the 20, which one found you? Not the cleverest one. The one that went quiet in your chest and stayed. Sit beside it for a minute, and if you can, tell me which one it was. I'd like to sit beside it with you.